You smashed him? You smashed him when it was a girl?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
Orlando Brown is back at it again, making serious accusations claiming that Diddy passed him around, and is now naming big rappers who made love to him. Now this ain't new for Orlando, he's been putting pieces out there for years, but the way he talks, jumping between deep truths and random outbursts, made it easy for people to brush it all off. But with Diddy now sitting in court and possibly never seeing the outside world, Orlando is getting more bold, and the things he has to say will shock you. Orlando said it straight up that Diddy had him sleep with other men in the game, and his name's clear as day, no stuttering, no backtracking. He mentioned Diddy, Buster Rhymes, Usher, Terrence Howard, and even Drake. The way he worded it was crazy specific, too. When he talked about Drake, he said they didn't just hook up, he said they made love, which sounds like something certified lover boy would do.
You smashed him? You smashed him when it was a girl?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams.
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
why you?
That's somebody trying to make it sound like what went down wasn't just physical, it was manipulated. There's a difference, and Orlando clearly felt it. But what is weird is that he threw in Cat Williams' name too, which to me sounds like a reach, because Cat has been one of the few people that have been exposing what has been happening behind the scenes. Orlando tied it all together, like he was surrounded by these high-powered men who saw him as something to use. At one point, he even said his dad sent his baddest friends on him, and when they pressed him about who his dad was, he didn't hesitate. He said Lucifer.
I'm telling you, bro, it's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer. Thought you knew.
I did. You're Jesus.
Yeah. So my dad sent like every bad one on me, and I was like, whatever, whatever. But the baby's better now, and I'm like, not my kid.
Now, yeah, that sounds off at first, but when you really think about it, it's like he's trying to say these men were part of something evil and deep. Then came to talk about Panda. He kept bringing it up. According to Orlando, Panda means a specific act that supposedly messes with your nervous system in a way that turns people submissive. He said there's a nerve that when triggered breaks someone down mentally and physically. He said once you hit that nerve, you can turn somebody into whatever you want. Now take what you will with that information.
A certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal, you can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down.
He kept connecting all this to the whole panda eyes thing, where the marks around the eyes supposedly means used by other people. Orlando claimed it's not just a dark corner of the internet thing. He said it's a known pattern in Hollywood, and that controversial Balenciaga campaign, he said that wasn't a slip-up. He claimed it was all part of the same energy these people are pushing in plain sight.
When you see black eyes like Blueface and, like that, he got but he didn't get where you thought he got somewhere else, okay? And so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes, and they do this to. So you see people with these cigars, and they're all these big celebrities. They all have the cigar in common. That's that big ass thing between.
Let's be real. Back when Orlando started throwing around phrases like "gosh mosh," folks laughed it off. They thought it was some clown stuff. But with Diddy now in the headlines for some Real serious claims that weird talk ain't sounding so funny anymore. People are revisiting those videos and realizing he might have been telling y'all everything just in his own way.
I mean, you gave me the oosh-gosh wash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the oosh-gosh wash. Oosh-gosh wash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
When Cam Capone News brought Orlando back for another sit-down, they asked him straight about the stuff he said before. He didn't fold. He kept it solid when the host mentioned 50 Cent's story about Diddy offering to take him shopping, something 50 thought was off. Orlando just laughed and called Diddy a nice guy, but the way he said it, it hit like, yeah, I know what that means, you just don't.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of it. No, dude, take me. That's what the guy says to.
I asked 50 about that.
I think he should have let him go shot, man. He wasn't. I don't think it was like. I don't think he extended no. I don't think he was trying to play him or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's funny. I think he's funny, and he knows Diddy is very. He knows 50 is a very masculine person. So I think he did know that it wasn't gonna go over too well, but at the same time, he liked to fuck with people, so it's all good.
There's this pattern with Orlando. He drops all the stories, then wraps them in a layer of chaos or jokes, but Jaguar Wright says he might be playing crazy to protect himself. She believes he's doing it on purpose because he knows what happens to people who speak too clearly in Hollywood. According to sources close to her, she thinks he's smart as hell, and the act is part of his survival.
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all spent time with him.
We did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long. That he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course.
And he ain't just talking. Orlando said that after he opened up, some rappers start offering him money to stay quiet because if he really exposed everything he saw and experienced, it could ruin careers. According to several media outlets, some of these artists are terrified of being exposed for what they did behind closed doors.
That's Puff. Puff ain't getting touched. Don't you understand that? Puff is not going to jail. Puff is not going to jail. We recorded all these. It was from every big top. We got the masters.
That whole theory ain't far-fetched either. Medium Sloan Bella had already said Diddy's downfall was coming. She also talked about energy harvesting rituals in the industry stuff, where powerful men do ritualistic things to young entertainers supposedly to gain power. She even mentioned Kim Porter, Diddy's ex, who she says witnessed all this and was going to write a book before her mysterious death in 2018. It's the same vibe Orlando's been talking about, just from another source.
Because it's not gay behavior. That's not what we're talking about. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic sexual deviancy used to harness energy of a human being.
Again, these are all unconfirmed theories, and I'm just reporting on them, trying to separate facts from made-up rumors. Anyways, then there's that story about Wendy Williams back when she was doing radio at Hot 97. The word is she got her hands on a photo of Diddy in a compromising situation with another man. Supposedly, she was going to expose it on air, but before she could, she got fired. People say Diddy had enough pull to shut her down completely. That story hit hard because Wendy wasn't new to the game. She had a platform, and even she could move against him without catching heat. Same thing with Busta Rhymes. His name been floating around these DL circles for a long time, and now his former bodyguard came out saying Busta liked having certain men in his VIP section and would even pull them in personally. Another dude said Busta tried to bring him into his section at a club and made it feel personal, not just a casual invite.
Guys have to perform for groups of men that come in. So it leads to a whole little weird space. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that dude Busta Rhymes, yeah, he liked places like that.
Damn.
Fact, Usher got wrapped up too. Orlando dropped his name and followed it with a wild phrase, Usher's a gusher. Nobody really knows what that meant exactly. but it ain't hard to guess what he was implying. Drake's name, same thing Orlando said they made love, not smash, meaning there was more to it than just one night.
Usher's a gusher. And,
Why you not having no hoes?
I'm telling you, bro.
Diddy possibly going to prison? It's like Orlando's words are finally catching up with the timeline, and he's not stopping. He's still out here saying what he needs to say regardless of how people take it. One user said, "The young man has been in the deepest depths of hell, and this started when he was a kid. It's a miracle he is here today. He weaves the truth within his narrative." While another said, "I think he speaks this way to stay out of legal trouble, but if they get him on the stand, it'll be coherent ASF." What do you make of these shocking claims? Let us know down in the comments. This story is far from over, and if you're here for the unfiltered truth and stories that don't hold back, tap that like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next reveal that's about to hit your screen.